Con here. Today I just wanted to discuss the soccer ball. We've been playing this game for a very, very long time, but most of us probably wouldn't even have known what's actually inside a ball. Now this ball is punctured, so what I'm going to do is basic surgery on the ball today. So we're actually going to dive into it a little bit more and discuss there's the actual ball and what's inside, what makes a good ball, what makes an average ball or a training ball. Now, over the past 20 or 30 years of playing, there have been many different types of ball, and obviously today in today's marketing, you get different colored balls, and kids love the different colored balls and they tend to buy them. But what constitutes a really, really good ball as opposed to just a training ball or an average ball? And one of my good friends had told me once that it matters, depending on the grade of the ball, it matters how many layers there are in a ball. So if there's one layer, that means that the ball is a very cheap ball. It doesn't hold its trajectory through the air very well. If it's two and then going on to 3 layers, then you're getting the ideal ball, which is a good quality. Now, as you can see, this ball here is actually machine stitched. So apparently the top balls are hand stitched. And I believe in countries like India and Pakistan are the ones that make the best grade balls. But obviously China make a lot of the balls too. So this is a Nike Strike ball, and it's a size 4 ball, and I use them a lot for my training. But what I want to do today, like I said, is do a little bit of surgery so we can have a bit of fun to actually see what's inside. So this is a valve right here. So I'm going to actually cut inside and then we'll have a look to see what's going on in here. So I'll cut through the middle of it. So for the ball, okay. Very interesting. Going to cut straight through the middle and see what will happen. So let's stitch. I didn't cut through that too well. So I think I've cut most of it pretty well. Okay. Well, as you can see, what's inside this ball, very interesting, and there's still a bit of plastic in this ball for some reason. So there's the plastic, and this is the actual rubber inside the ball. So that doesn't look like there's too many layers, maybe 1 or 2 layers for my liking. And as you can see, that's what you get. So I've cut it in half, and as a lot of people say, you can get a nice hat out of this. So I'll tear this one off. There's the other half, and there's more plastic on the ball here. So what we can actually see here is it's a fairly thick rubber, but obviously it's been punctured, and that's why there was a hole in it. So I'm going to cut into the rubber now so we can actually see right inside what is in there. Be careful if you're doing this at home that you don't cut yourself. These razors are very, very sharp. So that's what's inside. So it's like a hard sort of a plastic, a black plastic, and so that's what we were looking for right inside. So it doesn't look like, here it looks like there's a couple of layers, so it's not too bad a ball. But obviously if you get a ball that's got more layers in, it's a much better quality ball, as we said before. So when you're going to go and buy a soccer ball, obviously you get a good feel of the ball. A good ball tends to hold its trajectory through the air really well, and if a ball's sort of cheaper, on the cheaper side, when you go to kick it, it tends to float a lot more and it sort of dives down, not because you're doing a knuckleball particular technique, but it's just because the materials aren't that great. And so I hope that you've enjoyed this little video. If you're going to buy a soccer ball, sometimes you have to really get a good feel or do your research to actually see if the ball you're buying is a good grade ball. And it doesn't mean necessarily that if it's a more expensive ball, it's always the best ball for you. But for $30 these days, you can actually get yourself a really good, decent ball that you can practice with. So I hope this has helped. Enjoy. See ya.